So yeah, lacking behind my trade values, but I still try my best and do it. Okay, so let's see how we can get on with it. So this is my personal YouTube channel, which I record all my trades, and this is the 23rd of June one. So let's go. Okay, so first, today we have PMI. Yeah, so today we got PMI on 23rd of June. So PMI 945. So I'm basically waiting for the silver bullet, and that's why I see I'm waiting for the silver bullet right now. Okay, so first looking at the weekly chart, yeah, my analysis always start at the weekly chart, then daily chart. So for the weekly chart, what I measured is this CE wick right here. Okay, I measured the CE wick right here. Okay, then so yeah, basically, so you guys might want to note down this 6466.75 level. Okay, so this is the new wick opening gap. And yep, so this is the daily chart. Daily chart also the same. I'm also measuring this wick. Okay, this wick. Okay, so this wick is also important. Okay, okay, so daily chart, same thing, looking here. And yeah, basically that's it, looking at this CE wick here, right here. Okay, I read wrongly already. Okay, this is not daily quadrant wick. Okay, this is actually daily lower quadrant wick. Okay, yeah, so here, okay, here this is the lower quadrant, this is the CE upper quadrant, and the high. Okay, oops. Yeah, so right now this is the 1 hour chart, and when I was seeing this 1 hour chart, this was what I was looking at. Okay, remember those two levels. Okay, the daily CE wick. Okay, this daily CE wick here, 6045 level, and this 6054 level. These are going to be all the important levels. Okay, okay, so this is the 1 hour chart, and on 1 hour chart, basically what I'm looking for this. Okay, this relative equal highs buy side here. So this was the draw at the moment, like the obvious draw at the moment where the price want to reach for. So obviously my CA chart is here. Okay, so bullish. And so what I did here, I measured the quadrant levels of the 1 hour CB here. But again, see the time. Okay, the time right here, 9:49. So basically we have just passed the PMI news, which is 9:45. So 9:50 we have a macro. So usually 9:50 until 10:10 we have one macro. Then 10:50, 11:10 onwards, that's called the ICT macro. And macro is basically when the price one begins to move. Okay, it don't have to move during that time, but that is usually the beginning of when the price one is going to start to move. So at the moment, looking at this 1 hour relative equal high and the CB. Okay, so basically on daily chart, weekly chart, we are bullish. So right now, we just continue watching. Let's skip a bit. Okay, so yeah, 15-minute chart, you can see the relative equal high is much more obvious right here. And another thing is that, look at here, this is the 1 hour CB. Okay, this is the 1 hour CB, but on the 15-minute chart, we can see that there is no fair value gap here or what sort. Okay, So there's no fair gap here or anything. That means you must still see the higher time frame chart. Because on 1 hour chart, there's a 1 hour CB here. But if on 15-minute chart, you never see this 1 hour CB here, you may not know why is price going to go up. But if you have seen the 1 hour chart and you saw, okay, it is a 1 hour CB low and it is also relative equal highs, so that gives much more context to why price want to reach for it, okay. And there we go, we're probably reaching for it. And so here, okay, here right now, seeing this pattern, I will see here as the order block. Why? Because if you see this, we got a fair value gap right here. So price traded into the fair value gap, okay. And then, so right now I'm seeing this as order block, bullish order block. Okay. So what can we see on the 1 minute chart? So first of all, this is the new opening range gap. And then we can see we went down and clear sell side here. And right now price just seems really bullish. It means here we got a fair value gap. See how price enters a fair gap, continues higher, then now enter a fair gap, continue higher. That's why I see this. Right now feels like we are in a buy program. Okay, that means price is going to keep on going higher because it respects the BC here and respect the BC here right now. So that's why I see this as an order block. Okay, that's why I see this as an order block. Okay. Okay, so let's keep on going. Okay. So, and remember, on the daily chart, weekly chart, I am aiming for the daily CE week right here, and above there we got the weekly CE week also. Okay. Okay. So yeah, and also drawing out all the sell side here. Okay, so 5 minutes you can see. Let's go back. So this is on the 1 minute chart. On the RTH chart, so what we can see that okay, so this is still ETH and the 5 minute chart. Okay, so we cleared the buy side here. Beautiful. So this just means nothing much. Okay, you can see I draw this as sell side. Why is that? Look at this low and another relative equal low. Can you see this? Okay, looks like I can't zoom in. It's okay. Okay, look at this relative equal lows here. Okay, relative equal lows here, and why? Especially this kind of low and another higher low. This means here they went long, then here came down. They are so scared when they place this because they're something right here. Then when they come back down again and start displacing higher, this is when right now people that went long here, they feel super safe. Okay. Yeah, so this is basically a new opening range gap. That means previous day closing price, previous day 16.14, like Friday 16.14 to Monday 9:30. Okay, so super small new opening range gap. Now remember the jaw is up here, okay? The daily CE week. The next draw will be the weekly CE week 6066.75. Remember, these two levels are the important ones. Okay? On the weekly chart, we are looking for this and we are looking for this. Okay, so we will stick to that in mind. Okay. So this is the weekly chart, and here was the aim. Okay, the draw. So nothing much looking at Nasdaq, looking at Dow, and looking at dollar as well. So dollar, I want to see price continue to go lower, And as for Dow, Nasdaq and S&P, I want to see it continue higher. So if you see this line, I can't draw a line as well. So if you see this swing high here is all at the same time. Okay, here is all the same swing high at the same time. So I'm measuring out the swing highs and see how are they doing. Like as you can see right now, Dow is above it, Nasdaq is coming back down but also above it, and S&P also the same. So how price is going to trade above this is going to be really important for me. Okay. Okay, so 957, we got that displacement rejection down, and as you can see, I draw this as order block, which just now I explained to you guys that I'm going to see this as an order block. Okay, so we shall see why is that, because just now I say we trade to this PC, so this is seen as an order block. Okay, so let's come back and see. So right now I'm seeing forex as well, because forex usually has to be in symmetry with dollar. That means if dollar is going higher, forex is supposed to go lower. So they are really diametrically in symmetry. That means if Euro USD move like that, you usually want to see DXY move like that. Okay. So it's important to see forex also, because forex just gives you a general idea that right now are we really risk on or risk off, because this gives you a lot of context on if you see the big picture. Okay, so seeing euro, I also can see that okay, right now here's buy side, here's sell side, but dollar has a really clear sell side, as you can see here. Dollar has a really clear sell side, and it feels like dollar want to go lower. That's why I say euro want to go higher, and there's buy side there as well. So if euro is higher, bullish, so dollar lower, your forex bullish, then that makes indices more easier to go up to the outside. So you see the order block that I drawn out, beautiful. Look at it, came down respect, and now it's trading above. But sometimes you don't have to enter the trade, because I don't feel comfortable entering at order blocks. So that is why I be patient and I just wait. Okay? So right now, let's say hypothetically, if you enter at the order block, and order block to the lower quadrant of the weekly week, there goes. I think it offers more than 5 handles. Okay, so here can be a trade idea. So let's see how big is that trade idea. Okay, so we're risking 4.25 points for 8 points. Very nice, 2 to 1 trade. And the trade was offered like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 10 o'clock we have some orange news, remember. But yeah, right now we are at the time of the silver bullet hour, and that's basically my business hour, okay, from 9:30 until 10 o'clock. So right now we are reaching up to the daily C week as well, so that will be the next round. Because right now, if you see, this is an order block, right? Okay, this is on the block. Okay, so the down close candle that came down and touched it right now becomes what? This tree becomes a propulsion block. Okay, because this is an order block, so this tree here is a propulsion block. And then now, this is what you're going to see. And also what I measured is the fulcrum point. Okay, that means you can see that I measured from here to here. Okay, from here to here, I measured from here to here, pull up my fib, got the negative 2.5 level. Why did I choose this level? Because this level coincides with the daily C week. That's why I choose this level. Remember the daily C week that I've been aiming for? So this 2.5 level has no meaning if there's no daily CE week there. But because there's a daily CE week there, that is why I aim for it there. Okay? And that is why I straight away choose this level. Okay? So now see this weekly quadrant week. See, does it hold support to reach higher to here? Yeah, see, I say the same thing here. Okay, see if this level here 6045, 6046 level, does it hold support to reach higher? Yeah. Now the down close candle, if you are still in a buy program, down close candle will act as support. Okay. Okay, now trailed my stop loss to here. So what do I like to do here? What I like to do is, even though enter, I like to put like hypothetical stop loss, like hypothetical entry also. Like what if I enter here, then I'll see how I trail my stop loss like that. It's just like a very good study, okay? So right now we are reaching for the daily C week. Okay, on the 15-minute chart, you can see actually this is all daily highs, but you can see this is also very nice looking buy side. Delicious. And if we do reach up to here, what am I going to expect? I'm going to expect price to fill into this unfilled portion of the new opening range gap. Because you must see here is RTH, okay? Okay, here you can toggle RTH and ETH, regular trading hours or electronic trading hours. So at regular trading hours, you can see always the differentiation between 1914 and the next day 9:30, because that is where the AM stock market will open and this time is when it closes. So this is the regular trading hour. Okay, this is the regular trading hour. You can see the separation between these two is the new opening range gap. Okay. Yeah, so here I say, take notes, okay? A small new opening range gap means a sleeper session. Okay? A small new opening range gap means a sleeper session. Means if new opening range is small, we don't expect big movement also. But sometimes we still do big movement. But generally it won't, okay? Okay, so right now I'm just saying, hey, it's going too high and it's too expensive for me to buy. I wouldn't feel comfortable if I go long here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm only going to be patient and wait for gold short trades, okay? Because the sell side here is just too clean, okay? The sell side here is just too as clean. Yeah, so we reach the daily CAV also. So I want to see, do we get any rejection to the downside? And yes, we are in symmetry with Forex higher, dollar lower. Okay, so dollar lower, Forex higher, it's good for all our indices as well to go higher. It just makes it move much more easier. And now we got sell side under here, new sell side is under here, and we reach for the buy side that we expected. But right now the rate low is just too thin as well. Yeah, if you see euro right now, the okay, if you really clear for this buy side, to me there's no more buy side anymore. The next fishy one is this relative low here, okay? It start rejecting off after it touched the 2.5 Fulcrum point. Yeah, I know I write here Falcon point, but this is just my habit, okay? The real wording is this. Fulcrum, okay, point. Okay, so right now we cleared sell side on dollar. Want to see does it reject because all the indices are going low, and here we got a nice little potential SMT. Okay, so I'm seeing this as a market structure shift. Okay, if we form a failure gap here, might be a good entry to go lower. Because the fact that we rejected at the 2.5 Fulcrum point here, that tells a lot of things, okay? But again, if dollar is going lower, that disqualifies this trade idea, okay? Unless if you say dollar is pulling higher, then this CB is qualified. But it did not, that's why this CB is not qualified yet, okay? So even though if it's up here, I am not going to go short. Yeah, because you see dollar is going lower, that is why I never enter short here. Even though there's SMT and stuff, but it's not confirmed by dollar. Dollar is still looking like it wants to go lower, okay? Yes, good. Not really do anything because sitting on my hands. Need more confirmation. Yep, that is really true, okay? So nice rejection. I want to see does it want to stay inside the CB? Okay, if it does, that tells me a story, but that is not enough for me to enter the trade, okay? So yeah, nice rejection here. It's fine. Wait for another fair value gap, okay? So now, yeah. So now look at this BC. Okay, look at the BC here right now. Okay, look at the BC here. Yes, very good. Because Nasdaq has this small CB here. Dollar still consolidating. Lucky it's not schooling lower, so still got chance. And yeah. Yep, here the same general idea, okay? Here form a high. Let's say if you went short here, will you feel safe right now? You went short here, it came down, went up close to here, your stop loss is right here, okay? Then it reject lower. How do you feel your stop loss is placed here right now? You feel very safe, right? Because it came up here, came another time, rejects lower, and now came up here again, then rejects lower again. So you will feel super safe right now, right? So basically what I'm measuring right here is the unfilled portion of the new opening range gap. Okay, and I'm measuring the upper quadrant of it. Okay, so we have displacement higher again. Okay, yeah, so with dollar going lower, that's why you see if dollar is going lower and FOL is going higher, that means if you have a displacement higher in indices futures, you can trust it. Okay. So definitely my target is where? I'm still aiming for the upside, right? This 6066.75 level. Remember this weekly CE week was my target. So now if here really form a displacement and fair value gap, this can be a very good entry. Stop loss has to be placed at least here and aim for here as the draw. Then it can clinch for more buy sides up here, okay? So let's see if we form a fair value gap here. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, so this is right. I went long here. Okay. So now you just be patient and wait to get filled, okay? If you don't get filled, it doesn't matter. And just be patient, okay? Patience is key, okay? Patience is really important. You only want to enter at the area that you want to enter, okay? Yep, so we got filled right now. Dollar going lower also, so everything is looking good in this trade right now. Just Dow being really stubborn, okay? Because Dow is not listening, okay? And Nasdaq and S&P is also below this same swing high, okay? So okay, yeah. So still looking firm to the upside. Okay, stop loss is to be stayed where it is. I'm not going to trail any stop loss anywhere at the moment. Okay, but of course we are in symmetry here from CV. When we form BC, Nasdaq, not really helpful here. Okay, want to see Nasdaq start being firmer because dollar is pulling lower. So Nasdaq starts pulling to the upside and S&P as well. So I draw the Fugong point, which I'll take out bulk of the profits at this 6059.75 level. Okay. Because after that, what's going? Because dollar going lower, that makes me trust that okay, we are still okay. The trade idea is still okay, but then Nasdaq start closing below the BCAD. So this is telling me to be careful already. Okay, and all of the indices has traded below the swing highs. Okay, so that's when I just close the trade, and that basically give me a feedback that okay, it's looking really hard to trade above, like trade higher at the moment. Okay. Okay, so I see a CB here, CB inside here as well, but Dow has none. So right now I'm thinking, okay, is this called, because this right now might be a potential breaker, high, low, higher high, and I remember ICT said if there's a breaker and at the second price leg there's a BC like that, especially for bearish breaker, focus on the bearish. This is a bearish breaker, so let's see this. Okay, just link it here, this portion here, and you will see how much changes. Okay, so as you can see, this CB here offer resistance, then displays higher, then right now it's hovering back inside here. So basically this is the 5-minute chart, and 5 minutes there's no failure gap whatsoever. Nothing much to be seen on the 5-minute chart, but what I can see is this might be a potential immediate rebalance. Okay, in here this might be a potential immediate rebalance on the 5-minute chart. Okay, immediate rebalance, I type it as I.R. Okay, immediate rebalance. That means it's a sign that we might be able to see big candles. Okay, so I draw the 5-minute CE wick as also. So this wick, this long wick, okay, because I want to see if the price is really going to shoot down, I want to see it shoot through it, okay, and act as resistance. So basically this is the 1-minute chart. Okay, market structure shift. Okay, see here, market structure shift, fair value gap after clearing buy side, inversion, fair value gap here. Look at the bodies. Okay, then right now we are at the CE wick here. Look at the 5-minute CE wick. I want to see price. Does price just close below it, or does it just support here like that? Okay. Okay, so see, so this CV could have been an entry, but again, just studying. Okay, we are just studying right now. So I say here, as long as we are above 6045.5 level, we will see the relative figure high taken in 15 minutes. So as long as we are above the 6045 level, which is this daily CE wick, okay. Because see here, we supported at the daily CE wick. So minor sell side cleared. So I want to see how price is going to react in this CV. Does it hold resistance again? Okay, because right now dollar, it looks like it's going lower and forex going higher also. So again, we are bullish on the dollar on the higher time frame chart. So try to expect bullish reaction. Try to not go against your higher time frame analysis. Okay. So right now I'm trusting this SMT. Okay. S&P lower low, Nasdaq higher low, Dow lower low. When dollar looks pretty firm to the downside, so SMT can be confirmed. And again, this is with high resistance conditions, okay? So dollar going lower, confirm these lows, okay? So that is SMT. And basically that tell me that we might have short-term wise form a low and we can try going higher right now, okay? Okay, so here is me asking myself, should I just take this loss for the day? Because I feel like attempting one more trade. So right now I'm seeing this 5 minutes CE just on the vision. Do we hold support here? Okay, this reaction right here tells me, okay, we might want to reach higher. Okay, here once again form another SMT. S&P higher high. Okay, sorry, S&P higher low. Nasdaq higher low. When Dow lower low. Okay, when dollar looking pretty firm to the downside with a fair value gap, and here is a balanced price range also. Okay, looks like we are not. S&P corrected that swing low. And right now this is a 5 minute chart, so price seems like it might want to reach lower. Because remember, we are getting close to the 1050 macro, and if AM session has been going up all the time, for the lunch hour we are going to expect a retracement, okay? Lunch hour generally will move against where the AM session was moving. So just be patient. So again, looking at this is still to me looking as a breaker. Okay, this might be the Reaper also. High, low, higher, high. Okay, so this is a breaker. This whole down close candle is a breaker. So now things is starting to look firm, but not Dow, okay? Dow doing his own thing. Okay, but right now dollar is going lower, so if dollar go lower, that sets us the tone. We may go higher easier, okay? Doesn't mean dollar go lower means you will definitely 100% will go higher. Okay, because right now I see it's still respecting the old order block beautifully like that. So that is letting me trust that, okay, I want to reach higher. Right now with dollar giving the green sign already. Okay, Nasdaq cleared the only high, the new high. Nasdaq is the only one that cleared the highs. So right now we literally have no symmetry. When there's no symmetry means we are in a high resistance condition. That's why you see the price action is so sloppy here. So right now we have a displacement to the downside. Market strategy finally trade through the order block. Okay, so I decided to take this trade. Stop loss, pretty small. Why? Because this is a displacement. You find it displaced at an area that showed support. So this is the last trade that I will take for the day. And basically, yeah, just aiming for the CE of the new opening range gap. And just aiming for downside, just aiming for price to go lower. As you can see right now, it's the 1051, so we are already inside a 1050 macro. And basically what I see was that, okay, Nasdaq also formed this CB, and S&P also formed this CB. When Nasdaq cleared the high here, when S&P formed lower highs also, so Nasdaq S&P is looking the one more firm to the downside. Down just not helping. Okay, now stop loss is shifted lower. This is seen as intermediate swing high, means right now this swing high is not to be cleared. Okay, this swing high should stay intact. That's why my stop loss is shifted above it. And right now I'm seeing this as an order block. So when it's an order block, you want to see the mean of it here. Okay, just eyeball it, the mean of here. That means here, okay, the midpoint of it, bodies has to stay inside it. Okay, if not, I'm going to feel really uncomfortable with this trade. Because right now we're in the 1050 macro also. Nasdaq showing quite nice reactions. Okay, and right now we've been clearing a lot of buy side already. On higher time frame, cleared a lot of buy side already. Here, then inversion fair value gap, because it's a breaker. But remember, if there's a breaker and inversion fair value gap, price is going to come back to the inversion fair value gap here. Beautiful, came up, then starts going over. Displacement fair value gap. Right now we are yet to go lower. Dollars pulling lower, that tells me that I must be careful already. But it's okay, Nasdaq giving me green light. Okay, Nasdaq, I want to see it's pull below this swing low, sell side. Okay, there we go. So right now we're seeing this S&P want to continue lower, and bam, there we go. So easy trade. Yeah, so you can see plus 3.75. Okay, so the PNL is plus 3.75. Lose one trade, win one trade, still come up 3.75, break even. Cool, no problem. So this trade took how long to pay out? Okay, 1 minute. So let's see. Enter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 minutes to pay out. Take 6 minutes to give me 5 handles. Okay, either way, it's a good trade. Either way, this is a good trade. We finally had displacement here. We finally had displacement here. Through where? Through this old order block. That's why I say inversion order block. Displacement, boom. Then right now this becomes a bearish order block. You can will see the midpoint of it holding resistance. Okay, and then bam, volume imbalance. Okay, so this volume imbalance wasn't even traded to right. Okay, this volume imbalance is not even traded to. So when volume imbalance is not even traded to means what? That is showing firmness. Okay, so when our price literally came up here, but leave this volume imbalance open and it continues lower. So that's showing me firmness. So focus on this sell side. Okay, which is literally the sell side during the 10 o'clock. Okay, so see if we could run down lower, continue trade or not. Yep, come on, still got 1 more minute and it's over. So next, for the 5 minute chart, what am I seeing? The sell side that's aiming here, volume imbalance. So volume imbalance act like neck as well. Okay, so we shall see. Here's the terminus. Okay, this volume imbalance is leaving open. One need to continue lower. Okay, never mind, it's fine. Indian continue lower. Okay, that's it. That's it, guys. So, okay, so yeah, that's it for today's trade review, and yeah, okay, let's put something. Let's do something like that. Okay, so guys, we are done with the trade review finally. Okay, so yep, I will see you guys in the next trade review. Okay, this is a rather detailed one, really. So that's it, guys. See you guys in the next one. So right now, I'm gonna show you guys the trade afterthoughts. Okay,